this first exercise here, I'm using a resistance band around my wrist. So it's more about wrist strength that's going to help with the grip. When you're doing any type of grip strength, you want to work with the fingers, the wrist, and the forearm muscles. And so what I'm doing here is I have the resistance band around the wrist, and I'm moving my elbow, my forearm into all different types of directions. I'm using the bench. I'm pushing my fingers and wrist into the bench, and it's really strengthening. I can really feel the muscles in my forearms working. I'm using an uneven grip here for the barbell, and so in the front there, it's going to work on the thumb and the first two fingers. And when you hold it more toward the back, it's going to work on the pinky with the fourth and the index finger. And just this is the same thing with the forward grip from shoulder position and holding it toward the back. It's just more challenging. I'm using resistance bands here for finger strength, and so my fingers are hooked and hooked around the resistance bands, and so I'm pulling in different directions and I'm pulling back to really create more force for my fingers. And here we're working with the hang, and hanging from a pull-up bar from different positions is great to improve your grip strength. You can use a towel. I'm using a rope for the cable machine, and so don't let your hand touch the bottom of the knobs there. And you just want to concentrate on gripping the ropes together. And here it is from the bottom position. Really try to grip it. I'm using a plate here. So what I'm doing is I'm working the motion back, and I'm going to be working on the motion moving forward as well. So we're working basically on the sides of the wrist here. And so I'm turning myself to the forward position, and so now I'm working with the lateral aspect of movement and more the internal aspect of the movement. So working away from the body and then towards the midline of the body. And so we're working all the different directions that the wrist can move to help strengthen all of those forearm muscles. And here I'm doing a little bit of oscillation. And so oscillating the movement will help your muscles in your forearm be more reactive rather than just static and stabilizing. And so that helps with them to react more with your movements. And it will improve your strength. Here I'm doing circles with the plates. And this is really hard. And you really feel your forearm muscles, your wrist, and your fingers. You'll really feel everything from your elbow down to your fingertips when you do these plate circles. Really great exercise. This is the bottoms up position using a plate, okay? Make sure that you can feel you're gripping that plate. And here I'm moving it back and forth just to challenge the grip from the thumb all the way down to the pinky. And just make sure the plate don't hit you on the side of the head. But when you really grip, really try to feel it into your shoulder and your back muscle. And here it is with the kettlebell, doing the bottoms up position, and really try to crush that grip so you can feel it into your shoulder. Here I'm purposely made my hand wet with my sweat, because the more wet your hand is, the more challenging it is for your grip. And this is the farmer's position, holding it down. And I'm really crushing the kettlebell here. And I'm adding a little bit of movement here back to challenge the, like I said, the pinky, fourth, and the index finger. And then when I move the bell forward, it's challenging more of that thumb, index finger, and middle finger. And here what I'm doing is I'm letting the weight hang into a hook position. This is a Zotman curl, and so you can do the Zotman curl doing a bicep curl, but I like to do it this way with the rotation. And here you can see I'm crushing the grip, and watch my tricep. You can see my tricep kind of working here as I crush the grip. You see there? You see it kind of contracting. And so that's your grip working through your tricep to your shoulder all the way to your back muscles. This is a dumbbell. I'm doing dumbbell circles. If you have a dumbbell that you can do this, I'm working with fingertip grip strength. And so really this is an awesome exercise too. You'll really feel your forearms after you're finished with this exercise here. And then just switch sides and just keep trying to grip it as much as you can with all your fingers. And then shake it around, do circles, and make this oscillation effect for reactivity. This is just a resistance band pull. I'm leaning forward and back, really trying to challenge that grip and with the resistance.